Namaste everyone. Welcome back to our series on foreign travel in Vedic Astrology. In today's episode, I would like to deep dive into one of the most important reasons why people travel abroad, that is education. Yes, your chart might hold the key to overseas education. Let's explore how. According to Vedic astrology, studying abroad is a combination of right houses, the planetary placements, and of course, dasha, which is the right timing. There is always a deeper cosmic reason why someone ends up in a university halfway across the globe. So let's look into some of the key astrological connections now. So for anyone to study abroad, there are three important houses which we should look into. One is the 5th house, which is the education, and the 9th house, which is the higher learning, and of course the 12th house, which is the connection to the foreign land. And sometimes the 8th house also sneaks in. Why? Because 8th house doesn't just rule mysteries or deep transformation, it also rules research. So if someone wants to travel abroad for research, then you see the connection with 8th house as well. So are these connections enough? Of course not. So for a person to study abroad, he should either have financial strength or the potential to earn a scholarship. So for financial strength, you always check Dhana Yogas. So for the potential to earn scholarship, you have to check if there is any connection between the 5th and the 9th houses, and also the placement of Mercury and Jupiter if they're strong. And sometimes the classical yoga such as Saraswati Yoga also needs to be checked if the person has it. So then it's like guaranteed academic success. Now here is a golden rule. No matter how strong the planets are and the connections to different houses are, if the person is not running through that particular dasha which is involved in these connections, then the person will not go abroad at that time. So the right timing has to come. For that we need to check the dashas, what dashas are coming and are they involved in these combinations. Let's now look into some real example charts where we see the combinations and how it worked out for them. So this chart is a private one. So this person was born in 1947, who went to the USA for education in 1967. So let's see some basic things which are needed for the foreign travel, which I explained in the first episode. He has 5 planets in movable houses. That means he is already inclined to frequent movement. And then there is afflicted 4th house and Saturn placed in 4th house, a strong signal of moving away from his birthplace. Then Rahu in Lagna 1st house. As already explained, Rahu is considered a foreign planet in Vedic astrology. So when Rahu is in 1st house, the person would like to move far away from his birthplace. So now let's analyze the foreign education part. So the 5th Lord Sun and the 9th Lord Jupiter are connected together. They are conjunct. They are also conjunct with Venus, which is the 7th Lord. 7th house also rules the foreign connections, which I explained in the episode 1. So do you see all three are connected together? There's the 5th Lord of education, and of course it's Jupiter, and also the 12th Lord is Jupiter as well. So there is a 5, 9, 12 connection along with the 7th connection. So this is a very strong combination for a person to move to foreign land for education. So now let's see if the person has Dhana Yogas. Then as you see, the 2nd, 5th, 9th lords are all interconnected, creating beautiful Dhana Yoga, strong indicators of financial support for international education. If you would like to learn more about Dhana Yogas and how to see Dhana Yogas in a chart, you can refer to my another series which I made on Dhana Yogas. So this person has Dhana Yogas, we see that. Coming to the dasha, the timing. So this person traveled to US in 1967, and then he was running Rahu Mahadasha and Mercury Antardasha, which is Rahu major period and Mercury sub period. As you see, Rahu is already in the Lagna and he is very strong indicator of foreign connection, and Rahu Mahadasha will definitely take him to foreign land. And then coming to Mercury, Mercury is placed in the 7th house again, and Mercury is the Karaka for education. So that's how there is a perfect activation of foreign education theme. So now let's look into some famous celebrity charts. So you can also look into their charts by yourself because the time of birth and the date of birth are readily available. So now I would like to explore the chart of Dr. Manmohan Singh, the ex-Prime Minister of India. So Dr. Manmohan Singh went to Oxford University in 1960 for his doctorate. His research on India's export performance was later turned into a renowned book, and so his foreign education was mainly related to research. So what was happening in his chart? So he's a Sagittarius Lagna, which is ruled by Jupiter. So the Lagna Lord Jupiter is in Rahu Ketu axis, which shows foreign connection. And for him, 5th and 12th lord both is Mars and is placed in the 8th house of research, and it is also with the 8th lord moon. So the 5th lord and the 12th lord placed in the 8th house with 8th lord shows deep researching abilities. In 1960, when he went to the university, he was running Venus Rahu. So Venus with Mars, the 12th lord, and the 8th lord moon. So there is a conjunction of Mars, moon and Venus together in the 8th house. So Venus also brings out the deep researching capabilities. So also because it is situated with the 12th lord Mars, there is again the foreign connection. And now coming to the sub-period, it's Rahu. So Rahu is like situated again with the Lagna Lord Jupiter. Rahu itself is considered a foreign seeking planet in Vedic astrology. So it's clearly activated in his chart in Venus Rahu when he traveled to Oxford University and studied there for his doctorate. Now let's look into another celebrity chart. This is the chart of actor Matthew McConaughey. He was born in the USA and studied in Australia as an exchange student in the year of 1988 to 89. So let's dig into his chart. Wow, do you see a powerful planetary exchange? Mars and Saturn swap signs. Mars rules the 12th house, foreign, and Saturn rules the 9th house of higher education. Put them together, you have got the cosmic passport for studying abroad. And guess what? His education trip happened exactly during the Mars major period and Saturn sub period. Can this be more obvious? So when the planetary combinations promise it and the dasha delivers it, then life takes you places. So that brings us to the end of today's episode on travel for education in Vedic astrology. I hope you now have a clearer understanding on how the planets, the 5th, the 9th, the 12th lords and the Rahu and Jupiter and Mercury all together can indicate potential education in foreign lands or far away from home. As always, remember, every chart is unique, so these combinations should be analyzed carefully and contextually, but never in isolation. I hope you found this episode insightful and that it deepened your perspective of Vedic astrology's depth and precision. Thank you for watching. In the next episode, we will decode foreign travel for professional reasons. See you until then. Namaste.